Hi guys, Reviewz here, bringing you this game review on Half-Life. Upon its release in 1998, Half-Life was hailed as an instant classic, featuring a level of interactivity and immersion never before seen in a video game. The game's story was told entirely through scripted events, and in real time, meant that you were with Gordon Freeman all the way through the game, and he never knew what was around the corner to attack. Well, I hope you enjoy this video game review on Half-Life.
Half-Life is a science fiction first-person shooter developed by Valve Corporation, originally released for the PC in 1998 and is the company's debut product. The player assumes the role of Dr. Gordon Freeman, a theoretical physicist who must fight his way out of a secret underground research facility whose research and experiments into teleportation technology have gone disastrously wrong, opening a portal into another dimension called Zen. Half-Life is a first-person shooter that requires the player to engage in combat and puzzle solving, such as navigating a maze of conveyor belts, to advance through the game. Rare for a game at the time, Half-Life made extensive use of scripted sequences to advance major plot points, taking place in real time, and has no cinematic cutscenes like other games. The game has no levels, and instead Half-Life is divided into chapters, with each title displayed on the screen as the player moves through the game. Thus progress through the world is continuous, with hardly any interruptions except for loading screens. As the game does not have conventional levels, there are few bosses as well, and the player is expected to use the terrain rather than firepower to kill the bosses. For the majority of the game, Gordon battles alone, but is occasionally assisted by non-playable characters such as security guards and scientists who help the player with a variety of enemies, including headcrabs, bull squids, and headcrab zombies, as well as human opponents like Marines and Black Op assassins who have been dispatched to contain the situation. The iconic weapon of Half-Life is the crowbar, which can be used for melee fighting as well as clearing obstructions and breaking apart boxes and crates. In addition, the game features a number of conventional weaponry, such as the Glock 17 pistol, MP5 submachine gun, grenade launcher and rocket launcher, as well as other weapons like a crossbow and the organic homing gun. Half-Life was the first product of Valve Software, founded in 1996 by former Microsoft employees Mike Harrington and Gabe Newell, where Valve settled on a concept for a horror-themed PC 3D action game using the Quake engine licensed from id Software. Half-Life runs on a modified Quake engine, and the developers initially struggled to find a publisher, many believing the project was too ambitious for newcomers in the industry, although eventually Valve found backing from Sierra Online, who were interested in making a 3D action game based on the Quake engine, and signed Valve to a one-game deal. An inspiration for the game came from the Stephen King short story The Mist, with the original codename for Half-Life being Quiver, after the Arrowhead military base from that story. Newell explained that the name Half-Life was chosen because it represents the theme of the game, that being the constant decay in the Half-Life equation. Graphically, the game still holds up today, with well-textured backgrounds, character models, and weapons effects. One of my favourite things in this game is the use of scripted events to convey the story. The game is played entirely in real time, with no cutscenes to break up the action. The game never once moves away from Freeman's point of view, which creates a sense of dread and despair when you see all the craziness around you, leaving you powerless to do anything about it. The game's level of immersion is fantastic. You really do feel like you are Gordon Freeman desperately trying to escape the Black Mesa research facility, with things and events constantly unfolding in front of you without letting up. Games like Doom and Quake were clear inspirations for Half-Life, and this is reflected in the gameplay, drawing much of the game's mechanics from those titles, but offering more story than both of them. The music, composed by Kelly Bailey, helps the immersion process with dark themes, enforcing the sense of dread whenever an alien lunges towards you, or heightening suspense whenever there is a suspicious lack of action. Half-Life was ported to the PlayStation 2 by Gearbox Software in 2001, which saw significant overhaul in terms of both character models, weapons, and more advanced and extended levels and general map geometry, based on a planned Dreamcast version, which was completed but never commercially released. The PS2 port also included a head-to-head and cooperative expansion pack called Half-Life Decay, where players took on the roles of two female scientists, Dr. Cross and Dr. Green at Black Mesa. The PC version has had numerous expansion packs, such as Half-Life Opposing Forces and Half-Life Blue Shift, telling the story from different character perspectives. Half-Life received a sequel, Half-Life 2, released in 2004, after a series of delays. One of the things I don't like about Half-Life is Freeman himself. Very little is learned about him in the game, and it seems to me that he is just a blank slate, a conduit to get from the start to the end of the game. The fact that he does not physically appear in the game only reinforces this fact, as I would have liked to have seen more characterization for the lead character, tied into the main story. However, that being said, Half-Life is an amazing game that revolutionized first-person shooters with its level of immersion and interactivity. It is a classic that deserves to be on the shelf of every serious gamer.
Well, that was my review on Half-Life. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment in the section below, as I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this game. Rate this video, and if you like my work, please visit my channel and subscribe, because it's good for me and it's free for you. Until next time, peace out guys.